franchise
Have you
of
commentator?
40K, any company to take the mantle of Warhammer is you have a big responsibility, like a very
Really
big
having a
responsibility.
blast.
They've done an exceptional job. They are very, very, let's say, they communicate very well with the player bases within Reddit, subreddits, and their communities. And I think that's a very good thing. Unfortunately, they're tied between allowing certain aspects of content, restrictions on game development and release, simply due to Games Workshop or Warhammer.
Yes.
They're gatekeeping, right? They're a very big gatekeeping IP. They're like one of the biggest companies in the world, bigger than the fishing industry, practically, right? So they're tied. So then people are like, why can't we play Chaos Marines? And generally, Warhammer bars them. So like, no, we can't do that.
Yep.
We can't do this.
Yep.
And they're restricted to certain things. So that's the people don't understand the frustration that a game design. So, but yeah, I'm glad that you saw the roadmap, and I think I'm going to be in agreement with you with the fact that they've stuck to it.
Yep. That's
They're
right.
happy with it. And a lot of people, I mean, we live in a day and age now where everything's taken a rise, and even patience is taking a hit, man. We just want things now.
True.
So
Yeah.
just excited.
You said you
and
played
generally when
MMOs. Did you ever play
Correct.
Throne and Liberty?
No, I did not. I heard it's good though. I heard it's good. Is
It
good
was
or bad?
really good on release, but it's quite pay to win. So I don't play it anymore, but I put a lot of hours in.
Yeah, yeah. I played. Now, is Throne of Liberty like? So, it's not like Lost Ark, Final Fantasy.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay,
And
that's fun. I
Seasoft.
really enjoyed Lost Ark. When Lost Ark had a big like burst of content like a couple of years ago.
Yes.
I put like 400. I slammed like 400 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was like, holy shit! Like me and my WoW buddies were like, bro, we've put like 350 hours and shit. What's going on?
Wow.
I don't know. It's great. Like we were loving it. Well, we love the whole like I don't know, those raids or dungeons or whatever the fuck they were. They were very, very difficult in some aspects, and we really enjoyed it. But then it just kind of reached that point of like, okay, we're at the repetitiveness.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was big, obviously, the turnover for classic WoW and so.
That was good. I played a bit of WoW. I never played Season of Discovery. Did you?
I played the first season. Yeah, we played. Yeah, I played the first season 1 to 25, and I think we got World 10.
Nice.
One of our groups, and we were like degenerate. Some of my mates are degenerate. We're just like fast speed runners. But that we get a kick out of that. Obviously, very elitist and playstyles and stuff, but we keep to ourselves.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
We relish like the whole. The reason why I stepped away from WoW is because I played a lot at the high level of integrating and.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Point of where my enjoyment of it not feeling like, how do I say this? I found the enjoyment of play at a high level, sitting in Excel spreadsheets, looking at logs, how to be better, until I realized that it became. Does that make sense? Then
Yeah.
you finally give me that. Okay, fuck. It's becoming a fuck.
What do you think of the World of Warcraft one button thing?
I love this question. I really love this question. To be honest, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it in a sense. But in the way, the direction, and the demographic that World of Warcraft is accustomed to, its design concept, I can see why they've gone with it, to be fair. Like I played WoW back in 2008, you know what I mean? So
Yep.
we're seeing like multiple keybinds to understand, or learning keybinds if that, understanding a macro if that was a part of the game. Learning to press 1 to 4 in a sequential order, in a different order to perform better was a part of the learning. Now to press 1 button to do everything, I kind of feel like it defeats that purpose. That is my belief towards it. But WoW, as I've learned over many years, alright, there are a lot of people that play it. I say this respectfully, it accommodates for those who, you know, who in that unfortunate position where they can only play with one hand, no disabilities. It caters to that, so there is a positive in that aspect.
That's a fair point. Yeah, very fair
Yeah.
point there.
But if we were to say it back to where it's come from, where the leaderism and gameplay, my point is more heavier weighted. But for the factor that this game is, and World of Warcraft has never been, has definitely moved away from class racing and stuff like that. It's also a game for discovery, learning, and doing whatever you like. So that's where I kind of go, I got my perspective of that question, definitely. So yeah, that's my stance on it.
Yeah.
But definitely with the environment, the people I've played around them, yeah, it's definitely not wrong subject.
Yeah.
But that's the environment I've come, and I've played all. I've played different backgrounds and people within Warcraft. Dabbled in a bit of RP, not the Moonguard RP, but I've dabbled in the sense of RP where people like to just go around the world and see the world. We have a massive world out there, so there's plenty of things that I can do, right? So, I mean, we're talking about a game that's developed over 25 years, and that's just the franchise. That's the game itself over 25 years, and they've only just increased player housing. Like, come on.
Yeah. I think it's coming to people reckon it's coming to console.
Look, I think it may, because I've seen content creators play the damn game on controller.
Yes, I've seen that lately.
Yeah, and Fuchsia, so he's and he's a fantastic content creator, plays on main. He played classic hardcore on a controller, which was amazing. Yeah. I was like, okay, that's damn cool. But the game functions for controls, yes, the general concern can be played with your phone, but it's all the other functions that are a little bit worrying for the console. Certain systems, which I can't think on top of my head, that I know that the PC can handle. So,
yeah.
But then again, talk about, if we're going to down this conversation, the Steam Deck is a Stream Deck is a perfect example, right? You can play so many damn games on it. One of my mates that I played a bit of ESO, I've got about 1100 hours in ESO. He has ESO on the Stream Deck. ESO, practically World of Warcraft, but so it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's amazing what they can do with like upscaling technology and whatnot.
Yeah, so yeah, when you say that WoW going to something, it's not definitely possible.
Nah, it's certainly possible. I played a lot of Elder Scrolls Online for a while there, especially on the PlayStation 4 and on PC.
Get this right, I actually started it the first day it was released on console back in 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
Dead life. I came back to it October last year. I put 1100 hours in it.
Oh mate, Jesus Christ!
When I say I'm a grinder, I'm a grinder.
I played. I think I really liked it. Did I play? Was it called the Templar or something?
Yep, you played my class.
The healer class, yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Everything for me is like Paladin and Templar.
Oh, dude, same here. My main on WoW since launch was a Pally.
Yeah, I'm a Pally main. I'm a Pally main. So people think I stink and suck. I've come like world 75th, 50th on Retribution, Silver Steam. Like I literally believe that I have the rallies tattooed on me by the silver hand. Like I believe, yeah.
That's hilarious, man. That's awesome.
Tanking, like I played BFA tanking, Pally tanking. But yeah, it's Brett first tanking, and then obviously I'm coercive in all respects. Yeah, I love Pally.
Even retail, I still play Holy Pally, but it's very, very difficult. There's just so many buttons.
Yeah.
It's like manageable.
The design has changed completely because it's come from, it's come from the fact that you deal the damage deal to like you need to. They call it the builder spender system. you build holy power and spend holy power to damage. So,
Yes, yes,
that
yes,
was
yes.
the system. You're very familiar with this. So it's like, that change of class dynamic and the balancing of red has been a difficulty for like over 15 years, simply because the Avenging Wrath Wings CD are fantastic wings. How do you balance a class that can do fucking 25% 30% extra damage, 30 seconds,
Yep.
you know what I mean? It's definitely one of the breaking classes. Yeah, I could talk about this all day, but yeah, but I had to step away. I had to step away from that. Okay, the second class.
Oh my god.
More mission for this mission, which you probably haven't played the campaign yet, but this coincides along. Some of these missions are actually concurrent within the campaign. So these missions are concurrent. So we are playing two squads, Talazar and Meridian, which are the two other squads to the main storyline theme, and we are doing co-side missions as the campaign goes on. So this mission here is essentially, I won't spoil it for you, but essentially we need to bring up a broken down ship, a prestige vessel that had fallen in battle many years ago, and it's been identified as a system that we can utilize to bring up and just to destroy a certain system that coincides with the campaign.
Now, should I do the campaign? Is there any benefit to me doing the campaign?
Lore-wise, yes. Lore-wise, yes. General, if you're just doing for just the general gameplay, no. General gameplay, no. I'll say that. Because you're not going to get that much different for it. So, operation and the new company siege mode, you're going to get a whole lot out of it, to be fair.
Gotcha. Yep. Are you a big single player person or just more multiplayer?
I'm a little bit more on the single player side because I'm a big Bethesda player as well. I generally put in on an average 500 to 800 hours in Bethesda games.
Wow.
So like Fallout 4, recently, obviously the new Oblivion. I put on a quotation mark quick 200 hours on that. So, yeah, like last year was amazing. I decided to go back to Fallout 4 as a single player, obviously, and I wanted a playthrough because I played Fallout 4 in the original, but I decided to have another playthrough and make it a perfect playthrough. I started at the end of April and finished the playthrough around October, and I put in, just under 1200 hours of the playthrough.
Wow, gotcha.
Yeah, it was fantastic. My turns, yeah. Sorry, I always generally answer questions. Just Giovanni, so Japanese over here. So but yeah, generally played. But we all love to. I mean, there's an aspect where everybody loves to play games. Right? You have mates to play with it, right? And I think the biggest thing with that, to add on to the question, is linking up everybody's schedules. We have life.
Yeah.
Schedules. People have partners, they have kids. I'm talking from a millennial's perspective. 30 and up, right?
Yeah.
Like, we got responsibilities. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not like the good old Modern Warfare 2 days, mate, and fucking COD days, StarCraft days. Nothing like that now. And I take it from me who is single, and yes, I put in a lot of hours. I'm saying certain games, and I'm a single bloke, and I'm saying that I've got responsibilities,
Yeah.
You take it for somebody like yourself who's got a partner, you have a job, things like that, mate. So it's like,
Yeah.
How do you put in perspective, like, you like multiplayer games? Like, yeah, well, when I can get a fucking chance to play with fucking a few other mates whose time syncs up. But I'll tell you what, though, when the schedules link up, definitely one of like the best weekends for Friday night or Saturday night that you could ever fucking have this game.
Yeah.
Everyone's schedules just linked in. You want to grab this, mate? So I can grab relic as well.
All right, coming. Oh, how did you tag that there?
Okay, so you want to press T. So pressing T gives you a marker.
Gotcha.
Beautiful, yeah, that's it. So actually, marketing is actually very handy, especially identifying extremis units. So right now, one of the extremis units here is Terminator. There are two variants of it. There's one that's practically a weapons platform that has a Gatling gun and missiles, and then you've got an assault one that assaults you with blades. These units are actually very tough, absolutely, hence their armors are quite difficult to muster. So there is also another enemy in here that's above the tunnel. It's like a mini boss you'll experience. I'm not too sure you already experienced it, but I think you have with the Tyranid, it's like a big carnifex, big beast looking thing. With the Chaos, it's different. It's like a big robot with a plasma arm. That is
Okay.
So he's very strong. There are ways to, I'll just put this disclaimer out there, you may experience if I'm not around, you can play with random stuff. Here you go, come over right now. See if you can get execute on this. There we go.
They're so good.
There's an execute on that where you actually pick him up and body slam the shit out of him.
Oh.
Bit of a fucking testosterone dominance there.
Yeah.
Stick. What was I gonna say? Yeah, there is a way. There is a way to, if you happen to be overrun, exploit the overrun, especially with missions like this. But I'll let you see. I'll let you possibly find that out because it generally does ruin the gameplay. But you might figure it out with the gameplay side. Our honourable, venerable brother here, Brother Valtius in the Dreadnought suit.
Yeah, just like the way that what they do to Dreadnoughts, how it's basically a Space Marine who's just mortally wounded, so they put him in a Dreadnought.
Generally standard, like a few hundred years old.
Yeah, so crazy.
Within this, especially in the Primaris era of Space Marine, is what the era we're in. Dreadnoughts are becoming a lot more common these days.
Hey, Habanero! Hey, mate!
The brutality of seeing those systems. The old venerable Dreadnought is like your highly decorated Vietnam veteran, put it simply. Like, but they were prestigious in their own right, you know what I mean? When you look at something like that Dreadnought, it's mainly like a battle tank, whereas like the old school Dreadnoughts, you know, they resonated a certain aura of, you know, history and something like that towards the chapter, and losing them is actually quite, you know,
Okay.
sad.
Yeah, Habanero, man. Everything's good, bro. I'm just playing some Warhammer. I was on some Eve before. Oh shit, alright.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
Nice start. So right now the mission objective is obviously we want to push this cart around to battery areas to recharge to get the ship running and to take off. But right now we're a little bit busy by the looks of it.
Yeah, we've got to push that around, do we?
So if you want to come close over to this Helbrute, try to get the execute on. Nice. Get the execute percent. Beautiful.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, that's mint. Yeah, bro, it's the Habanero. It's really good, man. Really good.
Press B as well. There's certain emotes you can do. You can spam for the Emperor.
Yes.
Up in the air.
Yeah, Habanero. It's really good, man. It's a bit of a change. Otherwise, I'll burn myself out on Eve. So this is really good.
So we want to identify which one we want to do.
It's just
Obviously,
massively
looking at identifying all four pylons, the one that's running the energy. So it's bottom here, the bottom left. So we need to turn the tracks to the right. So just know which way in the direction that the cart goes is signified by the light in the front.
Okay.
That is the basic.
Considering this planet theirs, I have my doubts.
Oh, cool. I did this one the other day, but we went like the long way around. Oh. I didn't know what to do.
That's okay. Still well okay. When this mission first came out, all people were just learning as one of the original missions. Yes, a lot of people went around in circles.
How are you going, Habanero? You've had a good day? Everything's good here. I'm pretty tired though. It's been a long day.
This game looks amazing.
Yeah.
No, I'm reading your chat.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
I got
Habaneros.
you up on the other. I'm looking at your other screen. I got you on the other monitor.
Oh,
You want to change over to this one?
yeah. What are you up to, Habanero? You playing Eve?
Yeah, this mission can be quite difficult at times, especially on the absolute pretty. I've had multiple times where we've had like 3 Terminators and stuff assault us. We're just trying to get to the bloody console and won't let us.
Yes. Okay. Oh. What the hell was that? Yeah, I'm
Guys,
good.
just slam me as well. Don't be afraid.
Hey, happy birthday, Habanero. 30. Nice, man.
And feel free to just literally run over them. Because you're a space marine.
30's a good age, man. Happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday?
God's infinite wisdom, they permit the transgression you're about to commit. Do not speak beyond your ken, engine seer. It does not take a locust to see this act of
Oh
desperation.
shit, happy birthday, King. Look at Daddy's clothes. Not gonna lie, man, I feel a lot better in my 30s than in my 20s until I
Yeah, absolutely. 30's a good, man.
I feel like it's just like having a mature perspective on things and still having fun. It's just, I don't know.
Yep.
Whereas being young, as what's the saying the days, like, you're just young, dumb, full of cum. That sound at the end of the wave. That's so good. Nice.
So I took it easy, just celebrated with the closest friend. Ate good food and had a couple of drinks. Nice. That sounds perfect. Look at that. So cool. Oh. I've got no ammunition. Thirty's a good age, man. You're a bit more emotionally intelligent, not doing as much dumb stuff, you appreciate things more. I'm reading some papers.
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01% rising.
So if you come over to this console here and you look directly up,
We are almost there. What is your
we're
status?
dead. If you look towards the distance here on that thing,
Minutes away from ignition.
that's the fall of Atreus.
Hold for
One
our
of the
signal.
ships that were destroyed in combat many years
Oh
ago.
yeah, that's sick.
One of the battle barges. This whole mission objective was to fire this bad girl up, get her going. She's being used as a battering ram. One of the main
Transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I
Yes. I feel that much more appreciative of the small stuff in life. Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, you just treat people a little bit better. You're maybe a little bit more aware of your words and how they can impact other people, those sorts of things. I think back to some of the things that I said and did when I was in my 20s, early 20s and stuff, and I just feel like a moron.
Nice. Went to go for a big swing, but you cut it off for an execute. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
I was never good with Dark Souls or Elden Ring.
Elden
Did you ever
Ring,
play
yeah,
them?
Okay, that's fair enough. This game is very good to actually hone in on those skills.
Yes.
Because it actually has sound cues as well as animation cues. So you have like the blue circles and whatnot, and you know you think that may be easy because I know that actually gets harder. Really gets harder because
Does it?
there's
Yeah.
certain enemies. Yeah, because they don't give you those harder enemies and harder difficulty. Do not give you those indicators. So you only improve, get better on those skills. So it's definitely a game to, you know, hopefully hone in those skills and maybe take a trip back to those games.
Instrument of the machine god's wrath.
I like all the references to the machine gods and all of those things as well.
Sacrifice of such a
Yeah, mate.
sacred
It's funny because when any of the boys tell me what type of like CPUs and shit that they're running, like there's a guy I play with, his GPUs are fucking 1080. I go, hell the Omnisire and the machine spirit.
Oh wow.
Bless this old vessel and machine. Play Space Marine, you know, all those references. But yeah, the references are fantastic, and it's just a world of it's simplicity. It's a simple world. It really is a simple world. You know, that doesn't even overcomplicate it. It's a grim dark future of just fucking. What's it?
Yeah.
Man, machine.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever. It's like whatever. None of this DEI shit.
That's exactly it. Yeah. I'm sick of that garbage, man. Any game that has any woke DI crap, forget about it. I'm not playing it.
It's not need for it. I mean, they did have an attempt at this within the law to tap into that conversations. But it's
That was
like,
to do with they wanted to bring the females in, right? But they've already got the
Let's bring
battle
the
sisters and stuff.
Yeah. So it was a female custodian, and it was like, whatever. Like I just was like, I didn't even have the energy to even fucking want to even be a part
Man,
of it.
they copped a lot of backlash for that.
Yeah.
And rightfully so. There's no need to like rewrite the entire history.
This world was designed. Its creations was by an emperor. They created sons. His sons and his grandchildren are all male.
Yeah.
Let's give you another introduction to a different class. I'm going to play the Vanguard class, which is the grapple class. This also is another class that's fantastic in the high levels. It provides a healing.
Okay.
Its main viable perk, which makes it very viable and imperative almost in some cases to some groups, is called the team perk Zeal, Unmatched Zeal. And so
Yeah.
all those hard extremist mobs that you take and that attack you, the Lictor, the Ravener, those individuals, every time you execute one of those, you actually get 30% heals back. And that's simply because of me. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to heal you. I don't need to do anything. That is simply a class perk I provide you. That's why this
Gotcha.
class is so fantastic. So
Should I get this? Okay, I've got heaps of points here I can spend.
yep. So if you got the first line unlocked, generally get your first line from left to right, and then work your way down there. So that way
Okay.
you have a line of everything, and then you make your choices.
Gotcha.
Nice. Got a green hammer now. I love it. Get yourself a mastercrafted. So if you want to unlock that green one. So what happens is, see if you notice that if you go back to your weapon.
Yep, I'm on there. Yep, sorry.
Yep.
Probably a bit
if
delayed.
You go back to your weapon. No, it's okay. So you're going back to your weapon and you notice that you go to mastercraft. There's a star at the bottom right. That star is actually a perk point. So what you want to do is you want to unlock all of it. So you want to unlock. So you want to click the next one across to the right. Unlock that.
So get all three. Okay.
Yeah, get all three, and then click the individual one that you want. So click it again.
Oh, I want this one here. This Mastercrafted
Yeah,
Alpha.
Yep, that's okay. But what we're going to do is we're going to unlock them all, because that allows you to get a perk, and that perk you then spend in the perk tree. You can pick the hammer you want, but you want to unlock all the hammers.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and see how the coins, so you got the green, the purple, and the gold coins, which are generally received in the certain difficulties.
Oh.
Use that. Then you go to the perk tree. Then you spend your perks.
Ah, I see. Okay, all right.
That's how you level up your system. So you're going to be unlocking everything. Yes, you obviously you have a preference to what one you want, but to unlock everything allows you to get the mastery points. Sorry, is what I was trying to get at. So unlocking everything allows you to get all mastery points to then use in your perks.
Ah, okay,
So
yeah.
that's what you want to do. So go again. So you want to unlock it and then spend your token. Go to the one that you want. So as you can see, you can go to the next level of pistol, which you can go to purple and higher.
Oh, okay. Let's do that
Yeah,
one
because you've
then.
unlocked. But you have only two. You've only got two purples, so that would require you to obviously play in the next bracket of difficulty. So this is where
Aha,
your grind begins. So if you click the
gotcha.
top there, you click the top of it. It says unlock for one high, which you can do. You can click that.
Okay, maybe I should do that. Do you think I should do that?
Yeah, absolutely. You've got tokens. So if you look at the top right, you've got your tokens that are signified there. You've got 0 greens because you've just spent them. You've got now 0 purples. And then you got 50 points. So the reason why you can't spend that next point at the moment is because you don't have a mastery token. So if you go back to the versions, of weapons.
Ah, gotta get one of these weapons.
Yeah. To the next one, which you can do because you.
Gotcha. Ah, okay, that's making sense now. Yes.
Yeah. Once you wrap your head around the system works, it's kind of like a. What would I say it is?
It's just very linear.
It's very linear and double handling, almost.
Yeah,
It makes
yeah.
sense. You're just double handling. So you unlock this point and then move on to the next one down the line to unlock the next one. Similar cascade double effect.
And then, so Bulwark also got some points or something.
So generally, because most weapon systems are shared across certain classes, you'll generally find that you'll have certain things leveled up in various classes because they have a universal weapon pool. So your Bulwark actually just upgraded his chainsword, so that's what you had changed.
Ah, gotcha. And you've unlocked
Drip
these
is
ones.
I've unlocked everything. So the armor is very like in your own time. Even if you want to do it now, it doesn't matter. You can, the heraldry that you can spend all the different chapters and the successor chapter, which give you individual heraldry markings to your armors. Back in the day, obviously these were a limited pool. Now that you come right into the siege mode, there's obviously a lot more than this. But I would save your points for generally things like your weapon systems and whatnot. They're definitely going to be a thing. Yeah, definitely take a look at the individual armor systems, mate. So you can make a preset of an armor set that you like. So you can set a look at basic. So you got a mastercrafted armor set there, but you got a bit of drip. Then you got a little bit of heraldry, accolades.
Okay, so yeah, so did I unlock this heraldry one?
Yeah. So you just unlocked the mastercraft of that class. If you go to the individual armor, then you can go to the individual set pieces and make your.
Oh, wow.
Don't get wrapped up in the fact that people go, oh, your Space Marine doesn't look at this, mate. The Space Marine's getting around there looking like a Crayola. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen them, yeah.
People like, the other day I was fighting with Buzz Lightyear. You know
Oh,
Make whatever you want. Make whatever you
Oh,
want. People
that's
even
cool.
make Heretic. So, some people, one of my mates, he's a Chaos player. But he's got the Alpha Legion colors on.
yeah, okay.
Do whatever you wish.
Yeah, I'll mess with that tomorrow. That's
It gives you a
cool.
little bit of time to dink around and have a look at look at yourself a little bit of drip. So what you can do is instead of like going through individual pieces, that mastercraft the set that you just unlocked, you can just use the presets, right?
Yeah,
So
yep.
practically
That's alright. Oh man, alright, I gotta head off. I told the missus that I'd spend some time with her, so. Thank you so much, man. That was awesome.
happy to be a help. I'm looking forward to on to the next one.